Right, what is going on with Team GB? So it has come out that reportedly Alan Forsyth hasn't made the GB squad for the Olympics, and the immediate reaction of pretty much everyone is, what? And I cannot put into words how, one, disappointing that is, and two, inexplicable. That's the words that comes to mind. It's inexplicable. If he's injured, fine, but he isn't. So this will be what, a 4-minute video. Let's take the Rafa Benitez approach and let's look at facts. So the facts are the coaching staff for Team GB does not have a Scotsman. The head coach Danny Carey is English. Quan Brown is from Trinidad and Tobago, and Zach Jones is Welsh. That's also the coaching staff for Wales. And it begs the question, why is there no Scotsman involved in the GB coaching staff? Now, Derek Forsyth is the coach of Scotland. He's the father of Alan Forsyth. Maybe that would be the reason why. That if you have Derek Forsyth in the coaching staff, you would need to have Alan Forsyth. Maybe because Scotland isn't a tier 1 or tier A nation, or whatever you want to call it, which absolutely doesn't matter. If you've got a world-class player, it doesn't matter what nation he plays for, if he's eligible, of course. So that's already one of the problems. Why is the coaching staff not comprised of an Englishman, a Welshman, and a Scotsman? And if you want to have Quan Brown, that's perfectly fine. Then you have 4 people, and you just add a Scotsman. I don't get it. Fact number 2, Alan Forsyth. I don't know how to do this video, because I don't know why he's not in the squad. If it's goals that they want, they've got that with Forsyth. He's had 20 plus goal seasons in each of the past seasons before last one. Obviously last one was cut short because of a certain virus, but even at international level, Forsyth has 189 caps for 103 goals. If you look at other players in that team, Chris Griffiths, 25 goals in 107 caps. Shipley, 82-17. Sam Ward, 130-72. I mean, that's a good record for Sam Ward, but it still needs 31 goals in his next 69 games, which is nearly a goal every 2 games. If he takes penalty corners, that's possible, but Forsyth doesn't take penalty corners, and you have to take that into account. That's without penalty corners from Forsyth. Forsyth was also left off in 2016. In 2016, in the Olympics, GB finished 5th in the group of 6, in the same group as Brazil, where they scored 14 goals, 9 of which against Brazil. So scoring was definitely a problem. And of the players that went to Brazil, guys like Jackson, Middleton, Mantell and all, they're retired. So you bring in players who, yeah, I mean, Zach Wallace, you bring him in, players like that, of course. But not everyone who's been replaced in that team is as good as Forsyth. You could argue that Forsyth is the better player, because let's say they can take 16 players and -1 for the goalkeeper, 11 of which are going to be defenders, midfielders, and then that's 3 or 4 forwards. So Shipley, Ward, and then who? Shipley and Ward aren't better than Forsyth. Now, I mean, you can make the argument, yes, England's system worked well at the European Hockey Championships, but you saw against Russia, they still needed time to score, they need goals early, they need to win, and it still was a system that didn't lead to any medals. If you want to improve that system, you need the best players. If you want the best players, it doesn't matter where they come from, you pick them. And in that case, that's Alan Forsyth.